What is up, everybody? How's it going? My name's Cody.
Not saying it's going to be easy. You see, the grind, it never really is, but it's not meant to be. It's for us, the motivated, the determined, the ones who are building, gaining, and finding strength and self-reliance. Let's go.
Okay, so this week is definitely a test week, guys. And I just wanted to kind of share with you guys because it has been kind of on the downfall or the cusp or the backslide of what was just a really incredible week for me. I was just excelling in jiu-jitsu, and I was really just living and breathing and maximizing my potential with my schedule. And then all of a sudden, there was a COVID exposure that was 3 people away from me. But it was close enough that I decided that though it wasn't affecting me, though my health is still good, it was probably best for me to self-isolate, to quarantine, to be responsible. And so for the last 2 weeks, I have been working at home. I always work from home, but I have been isolating at home. And as a product, I have had to pull jiu-jitsu out of my life completely. And what it's shown me is that this small piece of my lifestyle that seemingly feels like an extracurricular activity is so vital to my overall progress, to my overall schedule, my mental health, and my stability. And it's been a really powerful kind of eye-opening moment for me, because I thought that I was doing everything right. I thought that I was effectively maximizing my potential. I had a great schedule. I was progressing in jiu-jitsu, and then just like that, it was kind of tabled, right? Now, I imagine that's probably the case for a lot of people in 2020, but it doesn't mean that it doesn't come at a cost. So as a product this week, I have been really leaning into at-home workouts. I've been really focusing on my calisthenics and my cardiovascular, doing a lot of running. My bike is back, so that has been nothing but a blessing, and so I've been able to go on some really long bike rides. But there's just something that I can't quite recapture, and it's that schedule, it's that driving force, it's that never-ending goal that I have with jiu-jitsu that kind of propels me forward. It forces me to be my best self, to live my best life, and it surrounds me with these people that they're motivating me and inspiring me and lifting me up, all in the same. And it's definitely been one of those moments where I'm having to tread water. I'm having to find out how to just make it by, how to focus in, and I'm really seeking out those answers to how to avoid, how to decrease, how to eliminate stress and anxiety from my life. And it's hard. I feel like I'm back in March again. I feel like I'm stuck at home, and I love my new roommates, TJ and his girlfriend, Ashley, who I get to hang out with all the time, are such a blessing to me. But I don't want alone time, but I also don't necessarily want to be around people, and it's kind of this weird situation, and I'm finding it more difficult daily to maintain my diet, to maintain my sleep schedule, to motivate myself to work out. And it's truly each of those pieces of the card house start to crumble, right? So that's that moment I'm in. That's this moment of just anxiety and chaos and isolation. And I think that's the moment a lot of us are in. And I think we need to understand that that's okay. I'm reflecting back a lot on something that I was told by one of my rolling partners at jiu-jitsu right before I had to pull back and start quarantining and self-isolating. He basically submitted me and got me into a submission by rolling me, and afterwards he says, your problem is you are so focused on maintaining your position that you are leaning into your own death. Now, I know that's a little bit dramatic, but this lesson feels so pertinent to this moment, right? I am so focused on my schedule and keeping active and doing everything I can, but in trying to do that, I feel like when I can't do it, I'm letting myself down, and it's causing my own anxiety. It's causing my own standard for myself to really just kind of crumble, and it makes me just in a very bad place mentally. So with that in mind, how do we focus on avoiding leaning into our death? How do we challenge ourselves to get out of those situations? And I think it's about bracing, right? In that rolling situation, had I just extended my arm out and blocked that bridge, he was rolling me to the side, rolling me off of him. Had I blocked that, I could have continued to make progress. I could have continued to move forward, and perhaps in this moment, that's what I need to do. I need to focus less on trying to maintain my position, but more on just extending out that arm, extending out that block, and really just bracing myself, being present in the moment, being focused and intentional about the people I'm around, about the foods that I'm putting in my body, about how I'm, sleeping, if I'm getting enough water, my interactions with coworkers. I have to be extra intentional because I know that those are all factors that are affecting me. I think it's a really powerful lesson, and it's kind of ironic that it comes in this moment. It's kind of ironic that right before I was experiencing this, that was the lesson that was given to me. But that's kind of how life works, right? Those lessons are given to us right before we need them, and it's up to us to observe them, to reflect on them, to understand them. I don't know if you are in a very similar moment. I don't know if you've just gotten past a very similar moment. I don't know if you have a similar moment coming up soon, and this video is going to make so much more sense. I really hope that's not the case, but it very well could be. But if that's the case, I encourage you, you have to stop. You have to brace yourself. You have to lean away from your death. You can't lean into your own defeat, because if you do, it's not helping anyone. It's not helping yourself, and it's not helping the world get better. This moment sucks, guys. It is not one I want to be in. It's not one that I thought that I would have to be in, but those tough days come. Those tough weeks come. Tough months come. And I have worked too hard to prepare myself for these moments, for me to just roll over. I don't want to do a lot of things, but if I force myself to do it, if I just keep grinding and moving, I'm going to get through this moment. And if you find yourself in a very similar situation, I would encourage you to do the same, because we can get through this together. Guys, I love you so much. I appreciate you for tuning in, for following along on this adventure. I know it is a strange one, and I know that it's me seeking out passion, seeking out my best life, and truly seeking it to change the world. And I know that my perspectives are just that, my perspectives, but hopefully I can give you a little nugget that helps make your life just a little bit better as a product. And if I can do that, it was all worth it. I appreciate you so much. Thank you for watching this video. Like, subscribe, send this to someone who you think could benefit from it. I appreciate you guys. I will see you next time.